In this hour, we're going to dive into some powerful healing and specifically around the wound or trauma or pain of rejection. So you definitely want to stay tuned. It's going to be powerful and transformational, and it's going to be awesome. I'm so stoked for this healing hour. I love these hours. I'm going to explain a little bit more about it in a sec. Before that, though, thank you for tuning in, for choosing to be your greatest possible self, for showing up here today, and I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to turn on some beautiful music and just start to explain a little bit more about the healing hour and what we're doing here today. So every Wednesday that we are able to, sometimes we have guests in the slot, but I am making a commitment to create healing in the world, to share these empowering, loving vibes and energy. And specifically, I don't want to just be talking about healing. I don't want to be talking about techniques. I don't want to be sharing information in the way that it's you have to go do it on your own, although that is valuable, and we do a ton of that throughout the marathon. I said, how can I literally impact humanity, impact people's energy, their vibratory field, their frequency field through an hour of this marathon? And so I'm going to be doing this. I have had Jessica Dugas on, Dillis Victoria, Dillis Gibbs on, and just the intention is to bring healers and facilitators here to help you heal and to help people who aren't even here, who never even hear this interview, to heal by sending out great vibes. And so it's an intention to step into. It's not so much about a transference of information in the we're here to teach you, but it's a transference of information, of energetic information that we're sending out to the world. So I really want this hour to be so powerful, so transformational. So that's what I'm creating. This hour is especially for the people who've experienced rejection, who've experienced being banished and things like that. We're going to be diving into some really powerful healing for you. So just being here, being witness to it, listening to it, watching it, whatever the case might be, live or replay, it doesn't matter. And for those of you who never even see this, you are being transformed. Every person on the planet who is aligned with this frequency, with this, is open and wanting this healing, is asking for prayers, is asking for guidance, is asking for God, source, universe, creator, is asking for their angels, for their spirits, is asking for a sign, is asking for help, support, guidance, is asking to end the suffering, end the difficulties, the overwhelm, the feeling lost, the feeling stuck, the feeling powerless, the feeling hopeless, the just living less than their greatest possible selves. Every single person who meets those criteria, or one of those criteria, who is seeking, who is searching, who is wanting, who is desiring, who is committed to their growth and their transformation, who is curious, who is wondering, show me how it gets even better than this. Show me how the next level looks, the next level of life, the next level of abundance, of impact, of healing, of freedom, of health, of aliveness, of love, of connection, of juicy, intimate relationships and magic and miracles and all the beautiful things. For everyone who has that intention and that energetic frequency, that alignment, they are being blessed because of this hour, because of these words that are coming out of my mouth. These words, this vibration is affecting the universe. Just speaking it, my voice, these vocal cords, these vibrations, these words, this energy that I'm generating from my core, from my being out into the world and the universe is literally changing matter. Not only that, but passing this information through the internet, through the bits and the ones and the zeros, and coming out on the other end and being stored in data centers. And this information is light, is enlightening, is helping people to become our greatest possible self. So let's start to dive in. And I don't have a specific agenda or way I want this hour to go, other than I'm committed that it's empowering. I'm committed that people are benefited and expanded and blessed because of their desire and commitment to heal. Okay? So let's dive into this rejection, and you can close your eyes throughout this or keep them open or journal about it or whatever else comes up for you. So I'm actually going to start with some Palo Santo because that's how I roll. That's how I roll, baby. So if you have anything that is holding you back, you feel like it's been burdening you, just visualize it being purified, visualize it being blessed, being let go, being released, being reintegrated. Maybe there's something that's a part of you that you just don't like and you don't appreciate as much as you could, and you're just not as happy with aspects of yourself. So first of all, just give yourself permission and accept that that's there, that's a part of you, and allow that to be there, allow that to first be a part of your experience, and ask yourself, what's this here to teach me? What is this here to teach me? What is this wound? What is this trauma here to teach me? And let's also create a sacred space while we're at it, right? Before we dive in any further, let's create a ball of energetic white light around my room, around this sacred connection, and everywhere that this touches. Let's create just this beautiful white aura of the data, this internet data that goes all over the world into people's phones, and it goes out into your phone, onto your screen, goes into your headphones, into your space, your energetic field. And for everyone who it has the potential to touch and does touch, let's create a sacred, healing, white, light, pure space all around us. And we invite in our guides, master guides, angels, positive, beneficial, helpful, supportive spirits to give us wisdom, to give us grounding, to give us healing, to free us, to support us through this transition phase, through this transformation phase. And for everyone who is intending and seeking and searching and hoping, allow us to line up with all the gifts, with all of the beautiful people, the resources, the environment, the places, everything that is desired and required to get to our next level. And now we invite a white bubble, beautiful, pure white bubble of light around the earth, protecting and shielding the earth and bringing love and bringing light, bringing absolute beauty and healing to people all around the earth. Those who are seeking, those who are open, those who are aligned in their energetic frequencies beyond all time and space. Whether we believe it or not, whether they believe it or not. Beautiful. And so let's dive into this specific trauma, right? Trauma from rejection. And higher self and guides, spirits, help us to identify where was that wound, what happened. Not so much what happened, but where was that wound and when it happened in this lifetime or past lifetimes or in parallel timelines. Help us to just send love to that wound, to that trauma, to that pain, that suffering, the rejection, feeling outcast, feeling banished, feeling afraid to speak our truth. Wherever we may be storing that in our body, just send love to that place. And we ask that we 10 times our healing and our love amplification, so that our superpowers of love are 10 times as powerful. We create that our healing in this session, in this hour, and anytime we choose is 10 times as powerful. So we're healing, we're processing, we're feeling, we're releasing, we're integrating that aspect of ourselves. Maybe there's an aspect of ourselves that feels like a loser, and we're sending love to that inner loser and saying, welcome, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for all your gifts. Thank you for all that you've taught me, all the contrast that you've allowed me to experience in this lifetime. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Maybe there's an inner failure, and every time we get rejected, triggers that inner failure. So let's send love to that failure inside of us and say thank you, thank you, thank you for your drive and the gifts that you bring, the values that are important to you, for being a part of us. The part of us that feels like not enough, less than, unworthy, let's send that part of us love. Ten times more impactful, 10 times more freeing, 10 times more realigning, more healing, more transmuting, more transforming, 10 times more powerful. Just our intention, just thinking about it, just putting our attention and focus on it, 10 times more transformational, 10 times more remembering of who we truly are. Breathing in, exhale, breathing in love and beautiful light and healing and integration. And exhaling, releasing anything that no longer serves us. Releasing anything that is complete, anything that has run its course, anything that has played its role, played its part in our lives to help us to achieve our next level of consciousness, of enlightenment, of our journey, of the next season of our life, whatever that is, whatever is important for us. Say thank you for everything that we have learned, that we have experienced. There are no bad experiences, there are no wrong experiences. There's just what is, and there's the contrast, and there's the allowing of that experience to shape our source, to shape our compass, to shape our guidance, and say, here's what I want more of. Here's what makes me feel good. I want more of that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Show me what I want more of. Thank you, universe, for delivering that. Thank you, God, source, angels, spirits, higher self, for aligning me with even more of what feels good. Even more of people saying yes to me, saying yes to my products and service, saying yes to exchanging money for my value, for my gifts, for what I'm here to share, and even more receiving on my end. Thank you for allowing me and opening me up to receive even more. For everyone who's tuning in, you can totally put yourself in that position of me. Right? For everyone who's tuning in live or replay, everyone who's not tuning in, everyone in this world who's open, who is committed in this frequency, in this season, and across all times and spaces. Doesn't even have to be in this moment. Could have been last week, last year, 10 years ago, 100 years ago. Next week, next year, 10 years in the future, 100 years in the future. People who are seeking, who are searching for relief from rejection, healing from rejection, healing, reintegration, processing these traumas, welcoming the shame, the guilt, the fear, the regret, saying thank you for these beautiful emotions that guide us across all times and spaces, across the planet, across the universe. By the power of our source, by the power of our God, universe, creator, vested in each of us, we are healed, we are realigned, we are reintegrated, we are purified, reconnected. We are reconnected with our divine worthiness. We are reconnected with trusting ourselves, with our divine intuition, with our divine plan, with our divine journey of why we're here, divine wisdom, divine knowingness. Thank you for allowing us to speak our truth. Thank you for the 10 times more bold standing in our truth. Thank you for 10 times more courageous owning our message, owning our voice. And we're reintegrating, we're breathing into any of that stored, stuck, stagnant emotion, mobilizing it, freeing it up so that we can access it again and utilize it to create our reality. Thank you for the awareness of all the times that it didn't feel good, when someone said no to us, when someone canceled on us, when someone said they would do something and didn't follow through, when we got our hopes up and someone said yes to something and they didn't execute, and they didn't deliver. They broke our trust. And we were attached and we were hoping and we were wishing and we wanted so bad for it to happen. And we had expectations that because someone said yes, that they would follow through. Thank you for our trust in people. Thank you for reestablishing our trust in people, believing in people, seeing the greatness in people, seeing the greatness in ourselves, for being worthy of that greatness, for being worthy of who we truly are, the divinity of our soul, the divinity within each of us. Thank you for allowing us to own that. Thank you for these moments. Thank you for the contrast. And thank you that God, source, universe, creator, these beautiful spirits and angels and our higher self and all these entities, extraterrestrials, beings, they want us to succeed. And we allow that energy to free us. We jump into the stream, into the river, and we flow down the river towards our source, towards what feels good, towards what will create more freedom, more joy, more abundance, more expansion, more peace, more prosperity for us. And God, thank you for the lessons, for delivering the lessons to us so that we have learned, so that we have experienced, so that we have expanded through these times, through these seasons of difficulty, of hardship, of challenge, of pain, of suffering, of stress, of struggle, of feeling powerless, feeling weak, feeling hopeless. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts, even when we couldn't see them. We are so grateful. We're so appreciative. Thank you, thank you, thank you for those moments. Thank you for the contrast. Thank you for reminding us what it looks like to be off track of our source. Thank you for reminding us the lessons of the wisdom that we have learned and continue to implement. Thank you for our tenacity. Thank you for the tenacity of our source. For all human beings, for you listening and tuning in right now, the tenacity, the power, the will, the willingness of your source, the readiness of your source, and all beings and all humans, the readiness of our source, of our sources, to guide us, to lead us, to help us get to where we want to go. It is so much fun. Thank you for making this journey fun. Thank you for making it expansive. Thank you for making these ideas that come through us so exciting, so exhilarating, bringing us to life. Thank you for the clarity. Thank you for the knowingness. Thank you for the faith, for the trust, for the loyalty in ourselves. Thank you for this loyalty in ourselves. God, source, universe, creator, higher self. Thank you for this loyalty to ourselves, to our family, to the people and the causes that we believe in, to God, to universe, to source, creator. Thank you for faith that moves mountains. Thank you for the unshakable belief. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the unshakable belief. Thank you for the unshakable belief. Thank you for the unshakable belief that is my truth. Thank you for the unshakable belief that's my truth. Thank you for the willingness to get up and be foolish and be silly and be turned down and to have people say no and to have people be angry and be hurt and be frustrated and all of the emotional experience that human beings have when we make a request, when we show up and we speak our truth. That's okay. It's okay when we show up and we speak our truth and other people don't like it. That is okay. Not everyone is meant to like and to love and to align with our truth, but for the people who are meant to align with it, for the people who are hungry, for the people who are waiting for our gifts, for our energetic gifts to come across their path and to bless them and to remind them how valuable, how meaningful, how important, how just awesome they are. Thank you that we stand in our power. We stand in our power. We stand in our truth. We own our truth. Thank you for the 10 times more standing in our power. 10 times more bold, 10 times more persistent, persevering, courageous, standing in our power. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for everyone in the world who is aligned, who is ready, who is open, who is receptive to receiving this message, to receiving this truth, to being this being. Thank you that I am ready. Thank you that you are ready. Thank you that there are so many people who are hungry, who are willing, who are ready. Thank you for my willingness. Thank you for my willingness to show up. Thank you for my willingness to go the extra mile. Thank you for my willingness to see what I do as a step at a time, as one courageous, bold, powerful step at a time. And it's not always going to turn out how I wanted it to. Thank you for my practice of unattachment. Thank you for my practice of playfulness. Thank you for my attachment to nothing. Thank you for always loving, connecting with my source even more. Thank you for my source for channeling through inspired, beautiful ideas to me, to help guide me, to help me take my next steps. Thank you for this beautiful 12-hour live stream and becoming your greatest possible self, for everything that it does, blessing people. And we know, God, source, universe, creator, for all the blessings. We know all the blessings that this is creating in the world. We know speaking into existence and the power that it has. We know this creation language and how it shifts realities. And we see our lives completely different moving forward, standing up for what we believe in even more, speaking our truth even more, asking for the money for our products and our services and our offers and our companies and our vision and our mission, asking for that money. Because we know we deliver the value. We know we transform lives. We know that the time and the energy that we have invested is worthy, and it makes the difference in people's lives. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this presence and this connectedness and this clarity with why we are doing what we are doing. Thank you for this connection, this clarity with our self-worth, with our beautiful, beautiful aligned energies. Our solar plexus energy. Thank you for everyone who is seeking the drive and the worthiness. Thank you for the root chakra and the solar plexus energies. Root chakra, the worthiness, the safeness, the feeling supported, the feeling divinely guided. Like we are so on track. We are so abundant. We are so taken care of. We're so in alignment with our truth, with our highest self, with taking one step at a time, with God, with Source. We are being guided by angels. We are being guided by spirits. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for our solar plexus chakra, for this divine drive, this divine will that is living and willing through us, that is showing up and serving and sharing light and sharing our gifts through us. And thank you, thank you, thank you for our throat chakra. Thank you for speaking our truth. Thank you for owning our voice, for owning our message, for empowering people every chance that we get, for recognizing that what we have to share is worthy. Simply showing up in our presence in people's lives is a blessing. Thank you for allowing us to do this with pure, positive, empowering intent. To have people better off than they were before they met us. To leave them empowered, uplifted, inspired, encouraged, equipped to pursue their goals and their dreams and everything that is most important to them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this tenacity with which we speak our truth. Thank you for this steadfastness in which we stay as the lighthouse, projecting, calling forth beings all around us to their greatness. Thank you for standing in our truth. Thank you for meeting people where they're at while still standing firm in our truth, in our value. Thank you for owning our value. Thank you for being valuable. Thank you for being valuable. Thank you for different skills that we have being valued in the marketplace, valued at dollars per hour, valued at hundreds of dollars per hour, valued at thousands of dollars per hour, even tens of thousands of dollars per hour. The skills that we have make a difference. Thank you for overwriting and rewriting any past identity, beliefs, values, or bullshit that we may have picked up along the way. We let that go. We recognize that that is not the truest form of ourselves. We reintegrate. We release that which doesn't serve us. We allow the shadow to be seen, to be witnessed, to be heard, to be felt, to be recognized. Because when we welcome and embrace the shadow, the slimy, stingy, rude, jerk, buffoon, idiot, loser, manipulative, lying, stealing, cheating aspect that is within each of us, that we welcome with open arms and just ask, what is it that you need? What is it that you are looking for? Do you not feel felt? Do you not perceive that you are being heard? What do you have to share with me? Show me how to listen. Show me how to listen with full spirit, with my ears, my full being. Show me how to see you, how to witness you in the full presence of you, in all your glory, in all your majesty. Show me how to feel what you feel. Not to resist, but to welcome, to love, to embrace, not to get rid of, not to try to do something with what you want to share, what you want to communicate, but just to be present, just to be presence with you. We breathe in all that you have to share and all you want to communicate with us. And we release and let go of anything that is complete, that has served its purpose. Our souls are being poured into, divinely filled up from the inside out. Feel the presence of God, universe, source, creator, divine, within you, in all of your energy centers. Feel the presence of God, Source, Creator, Divine, Universe, in all of your muscles, tendons, bones, skin, organs, cells of you. I shared this on Chris Lee's podcast interview yesterday. The difference between meditating and checking the list off just to get it done, and true meditation that changes your life, true presence, true stillness, is the ego is still running the show. There's nothing wrong with the ego. We welcome the ego. Thank you, ego, for everything to do, the drive, the ambition, the desire to create, to leave a legacy. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And the true presence, the true meditation, the true love and embodiment of God, universe, source, creator in that meditation is when you're meditating, it is God. True meditation is God experiencing itself through your meditation. God is experiencing itself through this moment, through this sharing of gifts, these words that are coming out of Christopher Burns' mouths plural, mouths across all times and spaces and dimensions. Just want you to check in with yourself and see where you're at and see how are you doing. Let's do some writing, shall we? So I'm going to be writing on behalf of everyone who is tuning in and everyone who is not tuning in. By the way, I just want to say, God, thank you for allowing me to be a conduit. Chris Burns, thank you for being a pure channel. So thank you for the healing of wounds. Thank you for speaking my truth. Thank you for my courage. Thank you for your divinity. Thank you. 4. Transmutation of energy. Thank you for energetic alignment. Thank you for rejection. Thank you for trusting yourself. Thank you for your peaceful soul. And so it is. And so be it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for this healing. Thank you for this freedom. Thank you for all of this light and this love, for everyone who has been blessed in this healing session. And continue to release that which doesn't serve us any longer, that which has taught us our lesson, that which we are willing to let go of. Thank you for our higher perspective. Thank you for the truth that we are living and embodying. Thank you for trusting this journey. Thank you for trusting our feet. Thank you for trusting our hands. Thank you for trusting our mouths and our voices. Thank you for trusting our eyes, trusting our ears, trusting our minds. Thank you for becoming your greatest possible self. Thank you for the ease. Thank you for the flow. Thank you for the knowingness. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This moment is everything. And thank you for showing up for yourself today. Thank you for receiving this abundant, beautiful blessing that you deserve. You matter. You're beautiful. You're supported. You're loved. And you deserve to speak your truth. You deserve to be surrounded by people who inspire you to speak your truth, who inspire you to do your best every single moment. Thank you.